we are back again, virtual Fireside. Good to see you, Gal.
Hello, mate. You're right. You're looking good.
Yeah, I know, like your shirt.
Is it cold around yours? Yeah, we've doubled up.
Yeah, I've doubled up on the jumper. It is a bit chilly, actually. It's a miserable, miserable day. But that won't stop us smiling. So another question from the group, and it's quite a topical one because it's not new, but it's new in its format. Is talent as a service, and we see talent acquisition within businesses, but we're seeing recruitment businesses going in and now offering that talent as a service, being far more successful than talent acquisition. But it's not for everyone, is it? And I know you've worked with a few firms, you advise a few on this, so love to hear a bit of your insight on it.
Well, I love it. Personally, if I was starting a recruitment business up today, I'll be doing statement of works and outsourced in-house or some form of TAS, RAS, however you badge it up, because I think that's the future of it. It does come with a few caveats, because I think a lot of people are just seeing this and regular recurring income. There's money coming through the door. You can plan, strategize better. You're getting paid for effort and not just on success. But lots of people are thinking, this is a buzzword. I'll wrap it in. I'll throw a number at this of what I want, 50K, 30K. I then decide whether the person works on my site or the client sites, and that will do. And it just fails. And it's worse than that. I think people, if they don't think it through properly, they don't think this is a service that's going to add significant value, and they haven't got the infrastructure and the pulling power to deliver this, they're doing their brand harm and mischief. So through the businesses that I'm working with, talent as a service or recruitment as a service, it answers a specific question. One that's, I won't give it away, but understanding what that specific question is massively important. Understanding the scoping exercise here to price this as appropriate, that's the mystery. That's the bit that people really need to master. That there's talent fuller out there and failing miserably doing a version of this, but that truly is paying for part-time internal recruitment, so TA teams. And of course that's going to fail. And you need to understand your client's drivers. You need to understand all of the competencies behind this. It's not just a linear thing where I can find these people independently as a recruiter back in the day. If I find one, I'll get them 3 interviews. It's a totally different exercise. The customer would then expect you to behave and perform like a truly professional talent acquisition team. And we know the weights and measures on those are different. The reporting is different. The drivers are different. The timescales are different. It's managing the teams and the effort that's involved in that. Being able to pull on the business that you're working on behalf of to actually just deliver the outcome that you want. And that might be turning around activity quickly enough, make sure offers get out at the right time, presenting the brand in the right way, is the brand proposition right? So this comes together. If you get it right, oh my God. But you've been doing this forever, right? So you've done versions and flavors of this long before TAS, RAS, Fast Pass was ever mentioned.
Yeah, I've done it a long time ago. I mean, I actually even sold an MSP business, and we ran within that was more social care and the housing associations. Done it in IT, done it in other markets. And you're right. If you get it wrong, it's a really, really expensive mistake. And I will hold my hands up and say that when we built our first MSP, and this was 15 years ago, we wasted a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money. And I think you need to make sure that you're saving money and you've got an efficient service. You should be far more efficient than any internal recruitment team. All right, that's just should be your definition of being a recruiter. Otherwise, why are we doing it? And more effective. But you've got to balance that quality with finances as well. Saving money is one thing. You don't want to get into the public sector track where they've had some of their MSPs that have driven margins down to silly levels, but procurement, as we know in Haringey with child deaths and Doncaster and Birmingham, all saw them. You drive down those rates and you get a poor quality of service. So there is a lot of balance that needs to go on because at the end of the day, you, me, clients, we're requiring something. We want the best price, fair and equitable price, but we also want the best product, the best person. And you've got to get that balance right.
100%. The cost of hiring and actually building out a team, the cost of talent isn't just the cost of recruitment. That's one small element of it. It's the training, it's the nurturing, it's the environment. If the only focus that you have is saving costs on recruitment fees, well, then this is probably the wrong solution for you.
Yeah.
If you're going to do proper TAS, RAS service, outsourced in-house service, super niche, if you went generic tech, that's still probably too broad.
We use things such as skills gap analysis when we were doing our scoping exercise. We used environment mapping. I've set up a recruitment solution for the world's largest independent education schools in Dubai, in the UK, in New York, in India, in Africa. Now those schools are very, very different. So I couldn't have this spec for a head teacher, a senior leader, and they look this certain way. We had to do the environment map within that workplace, understand what that environment was like, so we could match competency, skills, and individuals. Because the more you have to go through the interview process and keep sending candidates, the more money it costs you. If you get it right in terms of your requirement, your scope, and what you lay down for them, you get that relationship where it's, I need A, you send them A, it's the perfect A, it fits in the slot, it's the part of their jigsaw, everybody's happy. And that's where efficiencies actually come from, is getting that service right, but you need to map it properly.
Shh, don't tell anyone. If you understand how your business operates, you can sell consultancy services at every level here. You get paid to scope, you get paid to advise, and there are tech and tools available. If you understand the competencies that are required, you understand the process here, from employer brand to internal processes to market mapping, each one of these you can charge as a value add. And it moves us away from using the dreaded R word to become a true solutions provider. It's sexy stuff, right? And it's
good.
hanging around the C-suite.
Yeah, definitely. And then, look, partnerships, if we're going to say anything for 2021, it for me would be that collaboration and those partnerships. And this just forms a bridge for both of those.
Well, I think we should not tell anybody anything more. They have to join the RDLC for the secret sauce.
Very much so, yeah. There is lots more to know, yeah.
Yeah, there isn't. But lovely to speak to everyone. We'll see you soon. But if you have an opportunity to go down the route of recruitment as a service, definitely do it, but don't go into it blind. Get us involved. Yeah. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.